Hello everybody, welcome back to Kai Talks NFL, and today I'm going to be giving you some what-ifs I have in the NFL. And now, this is since I started watching, so 2020, 2021 era. Yes, you can call me a new gen. Anyways, I'm going to start off with some Niners what-ifs because I'm a Niner fan, so I have a lot. And then I'll put other ones because I'll make 2 timestamps, so if you just don't want to see the Niners ones, you don't have to. But anyways, let's get into it.
Oh my goodness!
Daylight hurdles to the end zone.
That may be the greatest catch I've ever seen.
It is. Oh, he caught it off the ricochet. Penalty. Is he in?
Starting off with the NFC Championship game in 2021, Rams vs. 49ers. What if Jaquiski Tartt never dropped the pick? So think about it. The Rams' drive would have been over. We might have gone and scored and win the game. We would have gone to the Super Bowl to face the Bengals. What if we won the Super Bowl that year and we wouldn't still be in this kind of drought we're in? Honestly, it's one of the things I still think about to this day. It was right in his hands, man. When I say it was right in his hands, it literally was in his hands and he bobbled it to the ground. Like, it was terrible, man. Next, we got Trey Lance and Jimmy G. What if they never got injured? What if we never saw Brock Purdy? What if he was never our starting quarterback? So, say Trey Lance never got injured, we might have never had a bad season. Say Trey Lance did get injured and just Jimmy G was playing it through, he would have not played very good. They both weren't playing very good when they were healthy. Anyways, we would have never seen who Brock Purdy is. We would have never gotten to the Super Bowl. We would have never seen these legendary seasons that he's had. We would have never seen guys like maybe Brandon Ayuk go off, with Brock Purdy. Like, we might have not seen the Niners that we know and love today without Brock Purdy. And I wouldn't say legendary seasons, but I'd definitely say very good seasons from Brock Purdy. Next, we got, what if Dre Greenlaw never got injured in the Super Bowl? This is one that I think about a lot. He was walking onto the field and he tore his ACL. So think about it. What if Dre Greenlaw made a couple more plays that would have won us that game? For example, that last drive in overtime. What if he did something there, like get a pick or something to save us that game? It's something that I think about all the time. And what if he made so much impact that he would have never got traded to the Broncos? What if he was still with us? The Niners thinking that he did such good plays in the Super Bowl, what if he just never left? And it's really something that I think about because Dre Greenlaw's such a good player, man, and I really wish we had him in that game. Last one for the Niners is what if Brock Purdy was never injured versus the Eagles? And now, this one's controversial because a lot of people say even if Brock Purdy was fully healthy, we still would have lost that game. Think what you want, but I think if Brock Purdy was fully healthy, it would have been a lot closer than it was. We would have gone to the Super Bowl to face the Chiefs for the second time, and who knows what would have happened then. Honestly, Brock Purdy, that was just terrible. It got to the point where we had to put CMC in at quarterback. That's how bad it was. Moving on now to the non-49er ones. What if Tampa Bay never took a chance on Baker Mayfield? Everyone would have just thought he was a bust. We all thought, Baker Mayfield, he's not going to be very good in Tampa Bay. Well, look at him now. He is absolutely elite, and it's just, what if Tampa Bay never took the chance? What if they never saw anything in Baker Mayfield? He would have just probably bounced around on a bunch of different teams as a backup and wouldn't have done anything. And I'm so glad Baker Mayfield had this insane season, and now we truly know who Baker Mayfield is. Now we got, what if the Bills weren't screwed by the refs last year? What if, honestly, they would have faced Philadelphia in the Super Bowl, and who knows what would have happened at that point. First of all, if Josh Allen got that first down, they could have led that drive. They could have won the game. And then we can focus on the Philadelphia Super Bowl. Then they would have played Philadelphia, maybe gave them more of a run than Kansas City did, because Kansas City got blown out. Anyways, one of the biggest what ifs when it comes to the Buffalo Bills. Next, we got what if Saquon was never traded to Philadelphia? We would have never seen Saquon's full potential. He is clearly the best running back in the league right now, and he's approaching one of the best of all time. Not the best, one of the best. And honestly, Saquon Barkley is just so good. He really came out of his shell. We already knew he was a pretty good running back, but when he came to Philadelphia, we saw who Saquon Barkley is. He is just insane, and if he stayed in New York, just kept getting injured, had a couple more bad seasons with the Giants, we would have never seen what Saquon Barkley is like. Next, we got what if Mark Andrews caught that pass in the playoffs? Seriously, the Ravens probably would have maybe even won that game. We would have seen them go to the AFC Championship, face the Chiefs again, maybe even get their revenge, and then go to the Super Bowl possibly. Mark Andrews, man, I know it was snowing, but that was easy catch. Anyways, you just got to think what that would have led to. A Ravens playoff win, another AFC Championship appearance, which they would probably want revenge versus the Chiefs, and then possibly win. Next, we got what if Davante Adams never left Green Bay? First of all, he wouldn't have to go through that slump that he was in on the Raiders. It wasn't him, it was the quarterback play. He wouldn't have to go to the Jets to hopefully do something with Aaron Rodgers. He would have stayed in Green Bay with Aaron Rodgers for a couple more years, kept going off, and then Jordan Love would have came in eventually, and he would have popped off as well. I mean, who knows? And maybe even this. Maybe Aaron Rodgers would have never even left if Davante Adams didn't leave. Maybe this duo would continue to thrive into today. We genuinely don't know. This is a very big what if for Davante Adams. And lastly, it's kind of a bad one, but what if Tyreek stayed in KC, He might have won 2 more Super Bowls. He still would have been the number 1 guy. They might have never drafted a guy like Xavier Worthy. And if he never went to the Dolphins might just still be even worse than they are now without the production of Tyreek. And it's just really weird. He could have had 3 Super Bowls, but instead he has 1, which I think he probably thinks about a lot. But that is a what if. What if Tyreek stayed in KC? Anyways, that is it for the video. I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, let me know down below. We're almost at 500 subscribers. Another edit is coming today, so if you guys continue to like the edits, they are coming. But anyways, thank you for watching.